Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the globe. Come here, baby. We hope you're having a great day, everybody. I'm here with my Mot Mot. His name is Mochi. I call him Mot Mot, and so he wants to say good morning, everybody. Ow, good morning, everybody. Can you move there? So today we are continuing our journey, our discussion on the book Think and Grow Rich for our 90 days Think and Grow Rich challenge, right, Mot Mot? And we are on our, what day is it? Day 38, my friends. So I will have some distractions here. I'm sorry about that. And so let me just put in my whole face. So today is still our week 6 on specialized knowledge and day 38. So if you're following me in this 90 days challenge, we are discussing for the entire 90 days, the whole book, Think and Grow Rich, allocated out within the entire 90 days. And so day 38 is learning from the experts. And that's not me. I'm not an expert. I'm also learning from them. So let me ask you something. If you wanted to become like say a great pianist, would you rather learn from someone who's never played the piano or from someone who's mastered it? Of course, the answer is obvious. We naturally seek guidance from people who have already walked the path we want to take, right? And that's exactly what Napoleon Hill, the author of the book again, teaches in today's lesson. Today's lesson is learning from the experts. And one of the fastest ways to grow is to learn from people who have already achieved what you are trying to accomplish. Successful people understand that they don't have to figure out everything on their own. And this these experts have gone through all these bumps, all these challenges in their journey towards their success. And so uh, those successful people before reaching success, they look for mentors, they look for coaches, they look for teachers and experienced individuals who can help them avoid common mistakes that they experience already and shorten their learning curve. Notice I said shorten the learning curve, not eliminate. You cannot eliminate the learning curve, you just have to shorten it. And from that is based on the experts experiences. We still have to do the work. We don't eliminate those learning curves. We still have to do the work. We still have to practice. Let me just drink my coffee. And we still have to apply what we learn. That's very important. Applying what you learn. You may have learned a lot of things, but if you don't apply it, it's a waste, right, of the learning. And then learning from the experts gives us direction and wisdom that we might not discover on our own, or we may experience that later on in our journey, and then we wouldn't know what to do. But then with by learning from the experts, when you pass by that challenge, or when you experience those challenges, specific challenges especially, and you will be like there's like a bulb that turns on, and you say, oh, this is what the expert experienced before, and this is what she did. That's a guidance. Of course, the decision is still yours to make. If you want to replicate, or at least do something that the expert did for a similar experience or similar bumps along the way, it's your decision, but at least you have a guide. You have a guide from somebody, from the expert who's already gone through it, right? So these things I've experienced firsthand in my own online business journey. When I first started, I didn't have all the answers. Nobody did have all the answers. No one of us have all the answers. Some people may have more questions than the others, but we all have questions that we have answers. And instead of trying to figure everything out by myself, I choose to learn from people who had more experience than I did. And in our community of 300, almost 300,000 business entrepreneurs, and you will see that what I'm saying is true. Once you join our community of business entrepreneurs, then you will see everything more than what I could tell you. You will see the truth. You will see the real thing that's happening within our community and with every entrepreneur in our community. And so I choose to learn from people who had more experience than I did in our community, especially because we are using the same platform. And so we have more or less similar challenges that we can go through. And I also attended webinars. I joined workshops. You know, we have the Millionaires Mastermind weekly every Wednesday for business entrepreneurs in the community. And we also have, sorry about that, we also have our um, Zoom meeting within our smaller group under under the umbrella of our community, and we always meet every every week, once a week. And also the Millionaires Mastermind. From when this community started, we meet. There's a Millionaires Mastermind every Wednesday, nonstop at all. It's continuous learning there, and you will learn a lot, not only on the updates, upgrades, policy updates, social media updates, and a lot of things, plus the experience, a testimony of one of the volunteers of one of the successful business entrepreneurs. And in the testimony, the person mentions all the journey from when the person started up to the success that the person accomplished. So you will see all that when you join our community of business entrepreneurs, and you will know that what I'm saying here is true. So I also participated in coaching sessions, and I listened, especially I listened and took notes, asked questions, and most importantly, I applied what I learned. That's the important one. Those mentors didn't do the work for me, but they gave me guidance. Like I said, it's still your decision whether you go with their guidance or you want to research on how you would do it different from how they did it. And when they gave me guidance, for me, that helped me grow with more confidence and clarity. It really helps that somebody is guiding you. There's a guidance from the person, the expert that already have gone through all these challenges. And this principle applies to every area of life, not only in this online business journey, on this online business. Whether you are building a career, improving your health, me, I need to improve my health. I'm always in pain. And or learning a new skill or starting a business. Don't be afraid to learn from people who have experience, who are considered experts or near experts, or even not experts, but who have experience a lot of things in life. And learning from others isn't a sign of weakness. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. But of course, you are free. You are always free to do your own research, to do your own journey, to have your own journey in whatever challenges that you may face later on. It's your decision. You can search, research on, analyze, assess, reassess how you would go about these challenges. And then after that, if you reach the the end point and you still have no clarity, then if you think that's the time to go through to the experts, then that's fine, right? Because to each his own. You want to learn from your own assessment. You want to solve your process, solve your challenge, or go through your challenge by your own. It's completely okay, as long as you are working toward the solution or resolution of whatever situations you're in or the challenges that you're in, and you get out of that successfully. And so today's challenge is simple. Think of one person you admire or someone whose knowledge and experience you respect. And then ask yourself, what can I learn from them? So that's our challenge today. Think of someone, of one person that you admire or someone whose knowledge and experience you respect, and ask, what can I learn from them? Then take one step this week to learn from someone who inspires you, whether it's reading a book, and this is the book for this challenge, listening to a podcast, audiobook, attending a workshop, or asking a thoughtful questions. Remember, successful people never stop being students. I am old, but I still want to learn some more. I am not done learning. I want my brain to be always busy, always busy. And there is such a thing as the Alzheimer, dementia, and I am not unfamiliar with that because it hit my family too. It hit people that I am close to. So I don't want that to happen to me. As much as I can, avoid it. And one way I know to avoid it is to continually have your brain work, 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 work. Don't let your brain be stagnant and not do anything, because it's not a good thing. So continue learning, whatever age you're in, even you're a senior citizen and you are retired. Continue learning. Don't stop your brain from learning. So that's my 2 cents for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and tomorrow we'll talk about why continuous learning matters and why the most successful people make learning a lifelong habit. So I think this lesson will encourage you to keep investing in yourself, no matter where you are in your journey. If today's message encouraged you, please like, follow, and share so more people can join us on this 90 Days Think and Grow Rich Challenge. And if you are interested in personal growth, entrepreneurship, and digital business skills through our free educational webinars and workshops, feel free to send me a message and I'd be happy to share more information. And remember this thought often associated with Napoleon Hill: whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Again, thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful day. God bless, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 39. So, God bless everybody. Today is Tuesday, still a busy, very busy weekend, and I'm going to my peak of the busy month for me. I'm an accountant by profession. If you're following me, I am a full-time employee. I do my full-time work and manage this business on the side before I work, after the work, and during nighttime. I insert every extra minute I have, aside from my work, aside from my chores, aside from being a family member, team member of my family. So I do this online business. It's doable. friends. So I see you tomorrow. God bless and have a great day, everybody. Bye. Let me just put again my thing there. Bye.